Okoniki, Itamexistico, good day. It is the early evening of Monday, July 16th, 2018, in the lunar cycle Okoniki Otsitsichbi, when the Saskatoon berries ripen. And I am on my way down to the very predictable site, Paradise Canyon Golf Club, where I will have a snake already in a bucket for me that I can very easily move from that bucket into my transport case and surely bring out to the release site on Upper Popson. Yeah. Today has been a day of challenging calls. So I started off the morning with a skunk visit. I had started, I was taking Mahoney out for her doctor's appointment in the morning. I was running her to her doctor's appointment, but on the way there I decided, well, let's swing by one of the residences where a trap I have set up. I know that residence is on, out of town for the moment, so I've been kind of checking on it, a couple of times a day. So we swing by. Sure enough, that trap's lid is closed, so something's probably in there, and I go check it out. Looks like I might have an animal in this trap. Lid is down. Let's see who we got. Oh, we got a kitty cat. Hey, kitty cat. You don't need to be in there. Come on out. Come on out. Come on, kitty. Get out of there. Head out. Ah, darn. Just knocked my head. It's always the black and white ones. Yeah, sure enough, another black and white kitty cat. I really rocked myself on that windowsill too when I banged my head. Mahoney was just laughing at me, but I had a headache for a couple hours. I had some neck pain. It's pretty much gone away now, not a big deal, but I gave myself a good lump. After Mahoney's appointment and after I dropped her off at work, then I went to go pick up my friend Jordan. He had a car part he needed to go to fetch across town, and while we were on our way back to his place, I got a snake call. And this was a call to that Canyon Terrace residence from yesterday, where the woman had seen two snakes go into the brickwork below her shed. And I hadn't been able to find either snake yesterday, but this morning, sure enough, there was, an adult rattlesnake behind her shed. It was a really tough situation because it was back in a deep pocket behind the shed where it's too narrow for me to even walk back in there, and my tongs wouldn't reach. So I ended up, it was a good thing I had my my catch pole that I can use for raccoons and such, because that just gave me another 6-8 inches, which is all that I needed to get a loop around that snake. I can get him with the catch pole. This is for, this is for catching raccoons and such. Yes, ma'am. Oh, cool.
You know where to sneak in?
Got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Get away with it. Can I take a picture too?
Yeah, I'm sure you were more than
Put
welcome.
it in. You little monkey. Not so fast.
Yeah, I photograph every snake. You've probably seen my photos.
Yes.
That way I can identify whether I've seen them before or whether I'll see them again. Gotta get him to show me some. This is a female snake. I can tell by her dark coloration, hey? Put her in the sunlight, maybe get those patterns showing better. Alright. Want to be in the dark? Let's go in the dark. Okay, you ready to go? Yeah, see how she moves away from me, but always ready to strike and she'll never try to close the gap, hey? Like, I've never had a rattlesnake move aggressively on me. Always moving away. Huh. Because she's fast enough. If she wanted to aggress, she could get here and bite me before I could do anything. She could if she wanted to. If she just did a burst of energy.
This is not their style.
No, it's not their thing. So what I see a lot of them, I've been kind of starting to observe them when I drop them here, and I watch what they do. A lot of times they'll kind of make a little circle, hey, and then I think they must be orienting themselves. And then a lot of them have been heading just straight to the coulee after that. So she might be kind of trying to sense around, orient herself right now. Figure out which direction she wants to go in, hey?
Just getting her wits about it for sure.
Yeah, trying to sort it out. It amazes me, you know, these snakes come out of their dens in April, move out in May, and they might go 2 kilometers away from their den and they still find their way back, you know, through all their summer explorations and stuff. Like, I can't imagine finding my way if I was that close to the ground. That was my vision, and you know, that was my
the way they are, I guess. Their
senses.
And their senses.
Yeah, you wonder how they do it.
Vibration's a big thing for them, right?
Yeah, big time. That's vibration and heat are bigger than sight and smell for them. It was a good thing I had my what do you call it, my catch pole that I can use for raccoons and such, because that just gave me another 6-8 inches, which is all that I needed to get a loop around that snake. But it was a lucky thing, because it could have went back under the shed for sure, and she was still concerned about the small one being in there. So I told her to keep an eye out, let me know. Sure enough, a little bit later in the afternoon, I get a call, the small one's out. So I race over there. By the time I get there, it's already gone.
Same spot, but I think she just crawled underneath. Yeah, she's this big.
Oh, really? Tiny,
Yeah.
huh?
So she was, if you look at the end,
Yeah.
underneath there is a hole. See that?
Under the shed, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so she went under
Close the
there.
door. Yep. Not Simba outside. So that's where I saw her or him.
Okay. So then I'm back home, doing a little bit of work back home on the computer. A couple hours go by. I get a third call from the same residence. That little snake is out again. It's basking, between the shed and the house in that narrow strip, but it's reachable. So I rush over there, preparing to sneak attack it from the side, and it's not there. It's gone.
She's gone.
Oh.
That's probably, yeah, she is so, don't get me. There she was on that wooden thing. See the sun shining?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, really?
So little snake is still there in her backyard, but what I've advised her to do is to kind of create a fence or a wall, if you will, that will funnel that snake from the back of her shed out the side gate, you know, into the neighborhood. So at least it's not stuck back there where she's got it now. So we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, I am pulling up at Paradise Golf Club now. Paradise Canyon Golf Resort. And we'll go pick up a snaky here. Good.
Snake for you.
Right on. It's been kind of quiet down here.
Not too many? No.
Yeah, not too many calls down this way.
First
Last
time I've
little
caught
bit.
this year.
Yeah. Yeah, right at the beginning of the season we had a big wave of them down here, but it's kind of quieted down. Oh yeah, that's a pretty snake.
It wasn't rattling at all.
Yeah, he's just hiding his head. He's scared.
Mm-hmm. Not too fierce, I guess.
Yeah, she freaked out. Right, freaked out, that one.
Cool.
Right on.
Perfect.
Cool. See you guys. This is a very pretty, mature female prairie rattlesnake. She's starting to calm down. She was really in a defensive pose, you know, when I picked her up at the golf club. Like, I never know how well other people are doing their handling with the tongs, you know, whether they're squeezing the snake a little bit too much or what. But for her to have her head buried like that, usually a snake buries its head when it's like really, especially for a rattlesnake, really afraid that the tools that it has to defend itself are not going to help it right then, you know. So, but she's looking a little bit more chipper now. You ready to come out? Come out and go check out the wood pile? Get oriented here, figure out where she wants to be, as long as it's not under my truck. Yeah, she's moving toward the shadow again. She can sense this heat difference, I'm sure. She doesn't want to be out there in the hot sun. But you can't come back under my truck. So let me put you over here by the now she's like, no, you don't put me anywhere. I'm done being put places. Look at how flinchy she is. Yeah, it's really flinchy. All right, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. be out of the sun. Let me take you to some shade. There's some shade very close. I know you like this one over here, but you don't probably sense the other one. Let's come over here. Oh yeah, look at her belly. I can see there's a place on her belly that looks like, yeah, looks like it's been squeezed, perhaps. So my guess is the boys with the tongs over there are not being as gentle as they should. Just chilling out here in the tall grass. She doesn't look like she's going anywhere soon. I think she's probably trying to recover, you know, from the anxiety, from the stress, if not the injury. Like, I don't think she's crucially injured, critically injured, but I wouldn't doubt if she's got a broken rib or two. Enough to, you know, make her act a little differently. Oh. I'm seeing the grass move a little bit. She might go on the move now. But yeah, I think she's hurt just a little bit. And then on top of that, you know, being shuffled around from container to container and stuff puts a lot of stress on her. You know, she probably just needs to relax. This isn't the scenario where I should follow her yet. Not tonight. Wait for a nice healthy snake.